On this episode of Unbillable, we talk about security deposits. Hey, all right, welcome to another episode of Unbillable. It's 100 degrees today in Palm Springs, and I still am rocking the full suit because I had court this morning, a very short hearing. I'm glad that's over. Right after that, I had a mediation in Palm Springs. Unfortunately, that case did not settle. So in this episode, I want to talk about something that is kind of a small topic, and that's security deposits. You know, unfortunately, having a question about what you can charge for a security deposit or what you can use your security deposit on, it's just a small issue. Maybe something that you don't want to sign up for a consultation with an attorney and pay an hourly rate to learn, and also something maybe your real estate agent or your real estate professional doesn't have the answer to. So on this episode of Unbillable, what we're going to do is we're going to clarify the limitation on the amounts of security deposits here in the state of California, as well as what you can use those security deposits on. When it comes to security deposits, the amounts of the security deposit are actually regulated by California law. When it comes to a residential real estate environment, the security deposit is limited to only 2 times the actual rent. Now, there are some exceptions. The main and most common exception is when you're renting a furnished unit. When you rent a furnished unit, the security deposit can be up to 3 times the rental value of the unit. And like I said, there are other exceptions as well, such as pet security deposits and things of that nature. But as a general rule, 2 times the rental value for an unfurnished and 3 times the rental value for a furnished residential real estate security deposit. Commercial real estate, on the other hand, is treated very differently. There isn't a specific mathematical equation you can use to determine the limitation on the security deposit. In a commercial setting, the law allows the landlord to accept a security deposit that is reasonably necessary to cure any potential default. Now, without knowing what the default would be or the damages might be to your unit, it's going to be very difficult for a landlord to accurately estimate what that specific security deposit should be. As a result, the California legal system gives that landlord a wide berth to make a decision based on what they think is reasonable in light of the tenancy. Now that we've discussed the amounts of a security deposit, both in a residential environment as well as a commercial environment, next turn your attention to what can a landlord use the security deposit for. The security deposit in a residential transaction or residential lease can be used for a number of different things. It can be used for rent default. It can be used to repair the damage that's been done to the unit. It can be used to clean the unit. There's a host of things. It can really be used for any other expense that the landlord needs to put the unit back to the position it was in when it was first rented to that tenant. Now, the use of the security deposit conversation changes when it comes to commercial properties. When it comes to commercial properties, there has to be a decision made by the landlord as to whether they're going to deem the lease to be in default and therefore terminated or not. You have to make a decision on whether you want to terminate the lease, and that decision to terminate has a major impact on whether you are allowed to recover future unpaid rents or not. So when it comes to the use of the security deposit by a landlord, I would highly recommend that you not use a vlog like this, and instead you reach out to a local attorney, or even myself, Afsar Law Group. You could find us to answer your question based on the specific facts in your situation. And with that, I hope you've learned a little bit about security deposits, the amounts they can be in, and what they can be used for, both in the residential and commercial environment. And maybe this vlog has done a little something to make you that much smarter. Be sure to hit the like button below if you enjoyed this video, and comment if you have something to say either about the content of this video or if you have something that you want us to talk about in the future. More than anything else, I would love it if you'll subscribe, so please smash that subscribe button, and we look forward to seeing you on future episodes of Unbillable. Woo!